Kia ora everybody, Seddon here, and I hope you guys are all going well. I'm really excited to do this lesson with you, but before we get into that, we want to think back, what did we do last week? We were talking about taikaha and setting SMART goals. Remember, SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timed. I want you to look back and think just for a minute, how's that goal going for you? Is it going well, or is it going poorly? Now think about why this could be. Is it easier to achieve your goal because you're not at school, or is it harder? Have your siblings been helping you? Have your parents been helping you? Today we're still talking about resilience and we're still talking about goal setting. We're going to focus on how we can improve and evaluate our goals. We're going to come up with ideas to make our goals as easy to achieve as we can. But before we do any of that, of course we have to do our catchphrase. So, warm up your knees, and Kiwi Can says, if you want to grow, we set a goal, improve our body, mind, and soul. Alright guys, time for an energizer, and this is going to be one that's going to warm up your hangado, or your brain. So how this is going to work is, I have a piece of paper here in front of me, and on this piece of paper, I have some words. I'm going to read out each word, and you're going to have 3 seconds to say a word that rhymes with the word that I've just said. So for example, I have the example one here, it says home. So I'll say home, 0, and then we're going to move on. Okay? And at the end, after all of this is done, I'm going to give you some of the answers that I've come up with. Number 1 is match. Number 2 is goal. Number 3 is smart. Number 4 is inside. Number 5 is work. Number 6 is brain. Number 7 is respect. Number 8 is relationships. Number 9 is activity. Number 10 is resilience. Alright, now time for the answers that I came up with. Obviously, there's not going to be the only answer that's possible for each word, but they're just some of the ones that I came up with. So, for match, I had patch. For goal, I had soul. For smart, I had dart. For inside, I had pesticide. For work, I had smirk. For brain, I had lane. For respect, I had effect. For relationships, I had potato chips. For activity, I had captivity. And for resilience, I had brilliance. Before we get started guys, I need you to go grab something that you can write with. So do that, come back, and then we can get started. So pause the video now and go do that. I'm going to give you 3 goals and I want you to evaluate those goals and turn them into SMART goals. Alright, goal number 1 is I want to be better at jumping. Now pause the video and try and turn that into a SMART goal. Goal number 2 is I want to be able to do my 4, 5 and 6 times tables all off by heart. Pause the video now and turn that into a SMART goal. And the final goal is I want to read more books by the end of the week. Pause the video and turn that one into a SMART goal. Now number 1 is missing a lot to be a SMART goal. It's not specific, it's not measurable, and it's not timed. Now, an example of something we could have changed it to is, by the end of the year, I want to be able to touch the roof of my living room. Now, I know exactly what I want to achieve and when I want to achieve it by, and I'll know whether or not I've failed. Number 2 is a lot better, but we don't have a time limit on it. So we could never do it and then just keep saying, oh, I'll do it later, or I'll do it next week, or I'll do it tomorrow. This means that it's an easy fix. So we could just put a time limit on it. So the new goal could be, I want to be able to do my 4, 5, and 6 times tables off by heart by the end of the term. Number 3 isn't specific or measurable. How about something like, I want to read 1 book in my house by the end of the week? It's so important that we evaluate a goal before we put the necessary effort in to achieve it. Our time and our effort are really valuable, so let's use it the best way we can. We want to improve ourselves, we want to learn new skills, and we want to get better at the skills that we already have. Let's push for the things that matter without wasting our effort and without wasting our time.
Hi team, I hope you had fun doing your activity with Seddon. Now it's time for our general knowledge questions. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a question, you'll have a few seconds to think about it. When you know the answer, call it out to the screen. Okay, I'll go GKQ and you guys will repeat after me. Okay, first question is, what is 10 in Te Reo Māori? The answer is te ko, GKQ. Fantastic. Okay, next question is, what happens to a shark if it stops swimming? The answer is, it will die. I didn't know that. GKQ. And our last question is, what is a baby goat called? A baby goat is called a kid. GKQ. Really good effort today, team. I hope you have had lots of fun. We are going to wrap up by doing our catchphrase, so warm up your hands. And Kiwi Can says, when we want to grow, we set a goal, improve our body, mind and soul. Awesome. I look forward to sending out another lesson to you next week. Take care.